Hello everyone! It's Electric What Ifs. I hope you guys liked the intro. So today we're doing what if Deku was the Red Hood. And so earlier today I was thinking, oh, what a perfect what if it would be for Red Hood. And I had the entire story planned down. So we're gonna go ahead and get into it. So, it's gonna be when Izuku is getting attacked by the sludge villain. He ends up coming across a man named Batman. And Batman throws a smoke grenade down and pretty much used a quirk-canceling bullet. Not really a bullet, like a tranquilizer. And it hits the sludge villain, knocking the sludge villain out. And Izuku looks at Batman like, are you the number 10, the number 5 hero Batman? As he says, yes. Now what is it? Naruto is pretty much Batman seeing potential in Izuku, says, how about you train under me? As Izuku said, I would be honored. And that night, both of Izuku's parents were killed in a lethal explosion by all for one. And Izuku wants to get revenge for that, but he's listening to Batman, and he pretty much becomes Robin, who works with Batman as a sidekick. And so, I'm gonna do one of the missions they do. So, one day, they're walking around, doing a patrol in the middle of the night, and they hear screaming as they jump down into an alleyway, seeing a person on fire with blue flames, and Dobby standing there, looking at the young Izuku and Batman. And pretty much Izuku tries to fight Dobby, but Izuku gets punched into a wall because Dobby's gonna have a flame quirk and a super strength quirk. And Batman starts punching him, knocking him back, and he hits one final strike in Dobby's head, which makes a giant noise. So Dobby is now being taken into the police. And on the news it says, Batman and Robin save the day again. Saves, well, it doesn't really save the man. The man has already turned to ash. Like a lot of ash. So, yeah. So, yeah, we're gonna have a skip. Naruto is around Deku is around 16 now. He's walking around and he sees he's pretty much going on a trip with Batman. And they hear about a villain named All for One in a warehouse. Naruto pretty much tries to go there, but there's no All for One. Then Deku gets hit in the back of the head with a crowbar, and he's now in an abandoned wing of Arkham Asylum in America, halfway, like, across the world, pretty much. And Naruto gets tortured there for, Deku gets tortured there for years, and years, and years, until one day, Deku is presumed dead. And Batman pretty much is still looking for Jason or Deku, and he hears the news that Deku is dead. So pretty much I'm gonna go with the Lazarus Pit one, not the Superman punching through the universe one. So Deku's put into the Lazarus pit. And when he's in the Lazarus pit, he gets pretty much psychotic and runs off a building. We're gonna skip 1 month. Batman starts hearing about like crime deals, drug deals all over the city. And so does All Might. So they both team up and they see the Red Hood. As the Red Hood looks at Batman saying, "Hello, Batman," pulling out a gun, shooting All Might right in the eye, and trying to shoot Batman. Batman pretty much dodges it, punching Deku right in the face. Then Deku pulls out another gun, starts unloading on Batman. One of the bullets hits the side of Batman's mask, pretty much ripping half of it off, exposing that Batman is billionaire playboy Bruce Wayne. And pretty much Bruce says, "Huh? God dang it." As Deku pretty much unmasks himself, showing himself to be Deku with black hair and a mark burned into his face. It's an A instead of a J, because Joker doesn't exist in this one. And pretty much Deku says, "You left me in that abandoned wing of Arkham for years." And pretty much Batman's like, "I didn't know." As pretty much Batman is dumbfounded of Deku being the Red Hood, and until one final bullet lands in Batman's head. On the news it says, "Number 3 hero, Batman, killed by now new villain and vigilante, Red Hood." And Naruto is pretty much in an alleyway, seeing a girl getting like beat up and stuff, and a guy getting beat up. One of the guys who's beating up the people grabs a knife and stabs the boy. That's when they hear a pistol pretty much loading. As they look at the Red Hood and the mark, and they say, "Someone copying Batman." It says, "I'm not copying Batman. Batman is dead, and I killed him." As he pretty much pulls out 2 guns, shoots both of the 2 people in the heads, looking at the civilians, saying, "You know, I could have killed you now." And pretty much Deku pretty much walks away. Now it's the first day of UA, and well, it's not really the first day. It's the 10 months in between, and Red Hood is contacted by you know who, Shigaraki, not telling him about All For One, cause yeah, he would kill All For One and Shigaraki if he knew. So Shigaraki was saying, I'm a criminal organization. I need you just to pretend you're a guy joining UA for a while. Then we attack, and you get $1 million. As Naruto says, Deku says, "Fine, deal accepted." So Naruto pretty much signs up for UA as quirkless, and he uses the bow staff that pretty much well, it's pretty much what Nightwing uses, the 2 nightsticks. And Deku enrolls, renaming himself Jason Todd, pretty much taking off his helmet. And for once, he's looking around and stuff, and he still has the Robin mask on, but it's a little torn. As Naruto looks around, Deku pretty much looking around. He is pretty much tired. He's been fighting crime, killing heroes for the past week without sleep. So Deku finally sleeps. Sorry guys, I'm making so many mistakes with Deku and Naruto. It's just I've done so many Naruto what-ifs, not many My Hero what-ifs. There will be more My Hero what-ifs soon. Just don't count on it. It will be a while before I release part 2 of this series, before I release What If Naruto Was Red Hood. So yeah. And so pretty much Deku, while he's sleeping, he has a vision. Not really a vision, he pretty much looks into his past life, seeing the Joker, and it reminds him of All For One. Pretty much Naruto wakes up, grabs a gun, and shoots a window. And what happens is, the window shatters as a body falls in with a hole in its head. And it was Best Jeanist. Best Jeanist dead. As Deku is like, ugh, can't believe people were watching me in my sleep. And it's now the first day of UA. And Deku is dressed up in not even UA uniforms because it's the testing exams. Pretty much Deku is wearing the Nightwing costume. Yeah, the Nightwing costume to the entrance exams. Not Nightwing costume. He's wearing a black hoodie. He has a red balaclava. And instead of like the red bat symbol on his chest, it's on his back and he has like a hoodie over it. It's the Arkham Knight Red Hood, pretty much. And they all say, you know, your outfit's kind of similar to the Red Hood. Well, I'm not. Well, then show your face, huh? As Deku pretty much takes off his hood and his mask, showing his black hair and the burnt symbol on his face in A. And Deku looks tired. I mean, like, bags under his eyes. He looks tortured. As they all say, everyone says, ugh, what happened to you? As Deku says, some things you don't want to know. As nobody in the world knows about what happened to Robin. And they know Robin had the same looks, but he would never look so disheveled. And so, yeah. Deku is walking around with his bow staff, twirling it around, and he also has his nightsticks, not his guns. And whenever they're doing the combat portion first. So when they're doing the combat portion, what happens is, well, pretty much Deku runs in as soon as the gate opens, bashing in a robot's head. And these robots are more human-sized. It's only the zero-pointer who's going to be like 60 feet tall. And pretty much Deku is beating some robots. He fires a electrical thing, short-circuiting one of them. And Deku pretty much is going around hitting them all, and till one moment where one of the robots punches Deku right in the face, like really hard, pretty much dislocating his jaw. no, Deku pretty much relocates it, takes off his mask and stuff, and starts fighting in the way Batman taught him, fighting exactly like Batman. And since All Might is right now, he's kinda like injured, definitely injured. Looking at the fight style and the combat of Deku reminds him of Red Hood and Robin. And All Might makes the two connections saying couldn't be. That means the Red Hood is Robin. And Robin is Izuku Midoriya. But Izuku Midoriya was pronounced dead. But how is that kid here right now? Connecting all the dots, he says the Lazarus Pit. Well, this kid reminds me of Robin and Red Hood, but could be a coincidence anyways. He's just connecting the dots in his head. He isn't doing anything of it because maybe Izuku had a really good combat teacher. His name isn't Izuku now because Izuku would be like, hey, I thought Izuku Midoriya was dead. Yeah, in Bakugo, you see Bakugo letting off explosions until the Zero Pointer arrives. And Izuku was saving a special thing for this. Pretty much, Izuku grappled up planting a bomb on its head and kaboom! The Zero Pointer falling down. And Izuku's score would be 267. Bakugo's would be 101. And yeah, so Izuku would have first place. So we are going to skip 1 week. Izuku gets his acceptance letter and he goes for the first week of school. It's all chill and stuff. Naruto is just sitting in the back. Not Naruto. Deku is sitting in the back with black Air Forces on, definitely. Black hoodie, the red balaclava. And, yeah. And he's pretty much sitting, legs on his desk, and Ida is all arguing with him. Deku punches Ida straight in the nose into the ground, saying, "Don't mess with me." As Deku pretty much having a normal day, few weeks, until the USJ gets announced. As Deku is like, I think this is the thing I'm supposed to be doing. Well, let's get this over with. Izuku isn't there the day of the USJ, except Red Hood comes bursting in through the ceiling with all the villains. As with Izuku with guns in his hands, he has the exact same Red Hood outfit as the Arkham Knight games, like pretty much popping everyone's heads. And he kills one certain individual, Tenya Ida. As Deku was like, I always knew he was gonna die first. As Tenya falls to the ground, pretty much his life flashing before his eyes, seeing his brother and everyone. As Izuku, under his mask, he's smiling. As Izuku pretty much has a tech now that allow him to travel at light speed, pretty much teleportation. Teleports in front of Aizawa, puts a gun up to his head, and boom. Sorry guys for the interruption. I just had to pause for a second. So when Izuku, it pretty much pops Aizawa's head. Aizawa falls to the ground. dying. As Deku is just standing there, looking at Bakugo. Bakugo charges at him with an explosion. Izuku dodges, punches Bakugo in the stomach, and then leaves him there. That was the end of the USJ. Almost everyone in Class 1A is all barely dead. But Tenya Ida, Aizawa, not Bakugo, Shoto, and Uraraka are dead. And so is Mineta and Asui. And pretty much the day after, Deku's checking his bank, seeing a transaction of $1 million straight into his account. As Deku's like, I guess they did pay me. Well, I'm gonna start resting for a while. Till one day, someone shows up back on duty. It's All Might. As Deku gets in a fight with All Might, blasting his guns, but All Might hits Naruto with a 1% blast, pretty much knocking Izuku out. As Izuku is sitting in an interrogation room, with his mask still on. As Izuku's mask gets removed, and All Might seeing his face, seeing the face of the kid, that one student, saying, "You are Robin? Izuku Midoriya?" As pretty much Izuku is like, I knew someone would find out one day. Well, what? You gonna arrest me? I don't mind. I've already killed the person who did this to me. I just have to find All for One and kill him. As pretty much Izuku remembers one thing that's in his jacket. Izuku clicks a button and a smoke bomb allows him to escape. As a search goes out for Izuku Midoriya or Jason Todd. As Izuku is creating a new type of bullet. A bullet that will pierce the skin of the strongest armors. Pretty much All Might's kryptonite. Crafting a kryptonite bullet. Pretty much. Comes up behind Slim All Might saying, "Hi, All Might." All Might turning around trying to get buff, and mid-buff, half of All Might's head gone. All Might dead. Hope you guys enjoyed the first part of this What If. This is going to be a very, very special What If. I love Batman. If you guys want me to do What If Naruto was Nightwing, or like Jason Todd, aka Red Hood, or like any of the Batmans, any of the Robins, make sure to comment down below. Hope you guys enjoyed today's intro. I spent really hard on it. Make sure you guys like, subscribe. See you guys in the next one.